This week we are in Birmingham. Famous for such music bands like UB40, and mega rock stars like Ozzy Osbourne, rest in peace. Well, we're here to check out a twin room at the Hampton by Hilton Hotel in the Jewellery Quarter, which is classified as a 3-star hotel. But that's not the main reason. The reason why I took a Flixbus all the way from Manchester to Birmingham is indeed to see the Prodigy. Yeah, my daughter, who was once 2 years old and dancing to the Omen, alongside her brother, 16 years later, she's now 18 years old and it's time to celebrate her birthday. Yes, throughout 20 years, I've had plenty of my own rave days alongside my own brother. Seeing the Prodigy live and direct in both Germany, Moscow, all around the UK, in fact, in Birmingham's own Rainbow Club. So, after a 2-hour ride in that Flixbus, we arrived in Birmingham just after a light drizzle of rain, and we made our way to the Jewellery Quarter on foot. After a swift check-in, just before 3 PM, we were informed that breakfast was indeed included with the price of the hotel room. Oh, that's a bonus. Initially in the dining lounge area, the whole design is really cosy, quite fascinating, and feels very much luxurious. This particular Hampton by Hilton does have full bar and restaurant options here, but we made our way to our room, which was on the ground floor, room 3. Well, I'm a bit soaked because it's raining outside just down in Birmingham, but not a bad sized room. Let's check it out. Initially, as you enter this twin room, we are provided with 2 good sized single beds. I must admit, it is a decent sized room. The beds, they certainly are very firm. They do have a very comfy mattress, and the bedding looks to be, quite pristine on this first bed, at least. We have these really nice soft pillows with that super bold lime green padded headboard. Dust test. Yes, there is a bit of dust in certain areas. That's not good. But I do like the utilisation of the charge sockets, reading lights and the light switches directly next to both beds. By the way, we do get mood spotlighting all around the edges of the room, and it's great that the Hampton by Hilton do like to implement images of the local areas in which the hotels reside. The walls, they don't seem that solid, quite hollow. Hopefully we don't get any noise from the next rooms later on. But hey, just check this here on the second bed. Can you see that? There's a few stubble of hairs on the bed sheets. In fact, that bedding doesn't actually look to have been changed whatsoever. Nope, we get no mattress encasements here, just a simple mattress protector. And to match those lime green headboards, directly opposite the second bed, we have that office-like chair. Which is quite uncomfortable to sit in. But I suppose you could sit here and do your makeup, looking into that stainless mirror, or in fact dry your hair after a shower. Now this room does benefit with a huge TV, but is it a smart TV though? It does seem to be. Nope, it looks to me that the YouTube app, nope, it won't even open. That's a shame. Now under the TV we have just a little bit of tea and coffee. There's a few drinking glasses. Everything does look clean. And the kettle is the same sort of kettle that we've previously seen in many Travelodges. But one thing I'm pleased about, and I've only just noticed, is we have full AC heating controls, which is always a bonus, especially in summertime. Back in the entrance area, we do have this large dress mirror to the left. This is absolutely spotless, and opposite that mirror is the bathroom, which is super bright. We will check this out in a second. But as we slide close the bathroom door, it does reveal the wardrobe / storage area. And that's kind of unique. Nope, we don't get any posh hangers here, just a few wooden ones. And we do get a bit more storage on top, which thankfully is clean. I do like this separation, by the way, of the tiles on the initial entrance and the carpet in the living space. The carpet, by the way, is spotless, even underneath the beds. And in regards to the view, well, there is nothing to see here. Although we do get a handy little tram stop right behind the hotel, which is a minute's walk away, and that tram will take you to the central part of the city within minutes. Hey, and it's not too noisy either. Now let's go over and check the bathroom out. You know what, I really do like this frosted door, and it does actually keep things discreet, though you won't be able to see someone else changing while you're in the living quarters. So in this bathroom you do have this super bright, brand new walk-in shower cubicle. It is a pretty decent size for a compact bathroom. The shower does feature a sleek glass panel with this sculptural inward curve at the end that evidently contains the water while maintaining an open, airy feel. I do also like the fact that you can access the shower controls without initially getting your arms wet, say for example if you want to let the water run warm before a shower. We do get good water pressure, and the Hampton does provide 0 natural shampoo, conditioner and shower gel soaps. Trust me. Also featured in this bathroom is this stunning rained marble vanity that does feel cool to touch and does lend a timeless elegance to this entire bathroom suite. We do get more hand soaps, a Euro shave socket, fresh feeling lighting to the left and right of the mirror. And yep, what seals the deal is we get a floating toilet seat, on-point toilet tissue, and a good amount of fluffy towels. So yeah, that is indeed our twin room. Now if you want to view the guest services, you can simply go ahead, pause this video, and scan this QR code just now. I'll give you a second. But let's now check out the gym. Now the gym is situated just down this corridor, down one flight of stairs. And in this gym you do get a compact fitness zone. And it does have a basic amount of exercise equipment to hand. Now because it's getting close to concert time, we decided to venture out and get a bite to eat. One place that we pleasantly settled on was the Devon House Jamaican restaurant on Hall Street. That's situated just round the corner within the Jewellery Quarter. The Caribbean food here was certainly on point, and definitely reasonably priced too. Now, we headed back to the hotel room to start to get ready for the evening. But what both me and my daughter decided on is to buy a day ticket on the tram outside the hotel and go and quickly take a look around the Bullring, which is the main shopping area in the central part of Birmingham. Hey look, there's the iconic BT Tower. Abigail getting in a bit of the mood. Getting in the mood for it.
Getting a what?
Getting in the mood for it. Now, because time was running late, we quickly ran back to the hotel. I personally had a few drinks and started to get in a party mood. Almost ready. Ching ching. Ching ching. And shortly later, we made our way down that canal path to the Utilita arena.
Yeah.
Ah, who's drunk now? Look, I'm
Dad,
drinking
Dad, you're drinking a
Coca-Cola. I hate swim so.
It's wine. And you literally said you didn't even like it.
It's been blessed by Jesus.
Shut up. I'm not even drinking. I'm drinking a quarter of vodka with fizzy drink.
How dare you? I've got Vimto and you're drinking that stuff. How very dare you? Yeah, we got there a little bit late after our 19-minute walk. But guess what? We managed to secure ourselves towards the front central area of the arena. The DJ Carl Cox was indeed the support act, with classic 90s rave vibes. Playing most of those XL recording classics. But before long, on came on the Prodigy and on came on the Crush. I've got to say, my time with this concert is going to be one of the most memorable times I've had. Obviously, celebrating my 18th-year-old daughter's birthday in this fashion. She's always wanted to see the Prodigy, and to think back knowing that in the same year when I found out I was going to have a baby girl, that I was watching the Prodigy basically down south at, I think it was the Ree Festival, going up to Scotland to see them in Tea in the Park. So I have this little moment with her. It's going to continue to be one of the best moments of my life. well, that was an amazing and exhausting night. Unsurprisingly, I did have a pretty decent sleep. I was absolutely shattered. My feet were crushed, my ribs were hurting, but you know what? It was a great feeling. If you're a Prodigy fan, you'll probably understand that. But before long, we in fact had to hit the road. It was almost checkout time, but it was just enough time to grab some of that lovely breakfast. Yeah, I filled my plate. Don't judge me. But you know what? What we get here? We get a full buffet English breakfast. We get pastries and cereal, and that food was absolutely delicious. I must admit, it was almost a perfect stay here at the Hampton Hilton Hotel Birmingham. The room was, I would say, spot on, with the exemption of a little dirt and dust, and the fact that the TV had no streaming apps, so we basically had to mirror our own phone and play YouTube directly off it, streaming it to the TV. But apart from that, I would definitely return to this hotel. By the way, it's great for parents. If you're visiting your teens, say if they're at uni, because there's loads of universities around this area, it's a perfect location to stay. And for us, on a Saturday night, with this twin room costing us £83 with breakfast included, it's certainly definitely worth a look. Anyway, I'm heading back north now. But if you've liked this video, please click the like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification option so you guys stay updated when we upload our very next hotel review video, which is coming within the next week. I hope you all take care of yourselves, and until next time, see you later. Peace.